Hello guys and welcome back to Coloring with Haley. I've got another flip through for you today, and this time we're going to be looking at Uncommonly Cute Animals by Jen Racine. This is a standard Amazon printed book, standard size. It's got 30 images and the pictures are kind of simple, but they are super cute. And there's some information about where else you can find the artist. And it just starts right off with the Angora rabbit. And there's some information on each page. This is from Turkey, and there are many types, such as English, French, German, Giant, Satin, Chinese, Finnish, Japanese, Korean, Russian, St. Lucian, and Swiss. The images are single-sided, so you can use your alcohol markers in this book. Next we have the axolotl, also called the Mexican walking fish. They're an amphibian and neotenic salamander. And I do not know how to pronounce the name here of the lake that it lives in, but it is native to Mexico. And these guys are common in the pet trade. I see them a lot. We have the Ai, native to Madagascar, also known as the long-fingered lemur. And you can see that the animal is definitely the central focus in these pictures, and the backgrounds are kind of simple. But I still really like this book. It's good for kids and adults, I think. The banded piglet squid, a cephalopod like other squid, lives in deep-sea water worldwide. And then we have the blobfish, part of the sculpin family of fish, also called the fathead, found in deep waters around Australia and New Zealand. We have the capybara, the largest rodent in the world, and they live in South America. I have seen one of these guys in person, and let me tell you, they are a lot bigger than you think they are. It's kind of crazy how big they are, and they're related to guinea pigs. We have the desert rain frog. They sound like a squeaky toy, also called the Bollinger's short-headed frog. They live in the sand dunes in the ocean in Namibia and South Africa. I love these little guys. They are so cute, and they are very squeaky, and they're just a really weird little frog. This is how they look in real life. They're very round, and they have no neck. Honestly, they're so cute. We have the echidna, also called the spiny anteater, native to Australia, Tasmania, and New Guinea. We have the Phoenix fox, smallest of the canids, dogs, lives in northern Africa in the Sahara Desert. We have the flapjack octopus, a type of umbrella octopus, found near the coast of California and Japan. We have the Ilipica, I think, found in the mountains of northwest China. We have the Japanese dwarf flying squirrel, glides from tree to tree, rests in holes in trees during the day, and lives on Honshu and Kyushu Islands in Japan. With these plain backgrounds, you could do a lot. You know, you could fill them in with your own drawings if you wanted to. You could use pastels or eyeshadow. Here we have the klipspringer, I think is how you pronounce that, a very small antelope, also known as the klipbok, found in eastern and southern Africa. This is the leafy sea dragon, closely related to seahorse and pipefish. Lives along the southern and western coasts of Australia. This is the long-eared jerboa. They live in China and Mongolia. Looks like a mouse with huge ears and hops like a kangaroo. This is the margay, also called a tree ocelot. It lives in Central and South America. So I think these are some pretty uncommon animals. How many of these animals are you guys familiar with? I'm familiar with quite a few of them because I grew up watching Animal Planet and National Geographic shows like Mutual of Omaha's Wild Kingdom. So I'm very familiar with all these animals, and I'm excited to have a book. This is the Patagonian mara, also called the Patagonian cavy, a part of the rodent family. They live in open areas of Argentina, including Patagonia. These are the size of like a small dog, and I know some people who have these as pets. A lot of people keep these in their house, and you can actually potty train them. This is the pink fairy armadillo, also called the pichigio, I think that's how you pronounce that. Lives in the plains of central Argentina. This is the platypus, totally unique egg-laying mammal, native to eastern Australia, including Tasmania, also called the duck-billed platypus. This is the patoo bird, found in Central and South America, related to the frogmouth bird. We have some tawny frogmouth birds at the St. Louis Zoo. This is the pygmy three-toed sloth, also called the monk sloth or dwarf sloth. Lives on Isla Escudo de Veraguas, a small island off the coast of Panama. And I'm sorry if I'm butchering any of these pronunciations. This is the quokka. They are marsupials. They live on some of the smaller islands on the coast of Western Australia. This is the sand cat. Lives in the deserts of North Africa and Central Asia, also called the sand dune cat. This is the sparkle muffin spider, a species of jumping spider, and a species of peacock spider. They live in the Wandul Range National Park in southern Queensland, Australia. This is the star-nosed mole. Lives in moist, low areas in the northern parts of North America. Their noses have 25,000 minute sensory receptors. It's the world's fastest eating animal. This is the Sunda colugo, I believe is how you pronounce this. Found throughout Southeast Asia, such as Indonesia, Thailand, Malaysia, Vietnam, Burma, and Singapore, also called the Sunda flying lemur. I've seen videos of these before, and they look very weird. They kind of look almost like giant bats. This is the sun bear, the smallest of all the bears. Lives in the tropical forests of Southeast Asia. This is the tarsier, a small leaping primate. They live on various islands of Southeast Asia, including the Philippines. This is the Venezuelan poodle moth. They live in southeastern Venezuela. These guys are so cool and fluffy. And then we have the wombat. Lives in southeastern and eastern Australia, including Tasmania. They are marsupials. I love wombats. Here's a fun fact that they didn't include in the book. They poop cubes. Don't ask me how I know that. And that is the final image. I'm very pleased with this book. Jen has several other popular coloring books out right now, including the Woodland Wonders, I believe it is, and like a horoscope cat book. So this is my first book from her, and I'm thrilled with it. I'll probably be picking up some more of her books because I love her artwork. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this flip through.